This truck experienced transmission failure due to heavy and prolonged climbing. In a hurry to reach their destination, the owner promptly contacted a repair shop in Peshawar, Pakistan. The mechanic swiftly removed the gearbox and began on-site inspection for possible repairs without needing to take it back to the shop. However, the mechanic quickly identified the issues: significant wear on the input shaft and irreparable damage to the gear main shaft. With a repair shop located 3 kilometers away, the gearbox needed to be transported back for repairs. To minimize the owner's downtime, the gearbox was transported using a 3-wheeler. Upon arrival at the shop, the first step was to drain the lubricant for further disassembly. Since the main shaft gears were worn, the entire shifting gear assembly needed to be disassembled, a tedious task completed skillfully in just a minute. With the replacement of a new main shaft costing 20,000 rupees, the owner opted for repair to minimize costs. The input shaft, laden with debris from prolonged friction, required simple machining to restore functionality. Once the internal rollers were reinstalled, the repair of the input shaft was complete. Following this, measurements were taken for restoring the main shaft, which required welding to repair the worn-out head. After welding and removing surface slag, the rough surface was machined smooth using a lathe, aligning it with the input shaft's inner diameter. With expert handling, the worn gear main shaft was successfully repaired by joining 2 bearings. Although both the input and main shafts were now functional, assembly began with cleaning all parts with diesel to ensure no impurities were present, followed by reinstallation of gears in their original sequence. Despite the modest workshop conditions, the mechanics' dedication to meticulous repair was evident, driven by their passion for their craft. With minimal internal components, the gearbox reassembly was straightforward, mainly involving adjusting gear clearances and tightening bolts. To prevent oil leaks, specialized sealant was applied before installation. With the skilled assembly by the mechanics, the refurbished gearbox was transported back and reinstalled within 5 minutes, thanks to the coordination of multiple mechanics. The moment the bright lights illuminated, signaling the truck's repair, it was evident how skilled the mechanics truly were.